So let me go through the rules once again. This is a strategy on scalping. So this is a scalping strategy. A scalping strategy means that we want to quickly get into the trade, take the profit, and generally come out of the trade very quickly. So maximum you would be in the trade for only half an hour. The best part of the strategy is that the stop loss is very small, and for that we are using a 3 minutes time frame. And in this I use basically three parts. The first thing is Bollinger Bands. Let me show you the settings. It's the normal setting, 20 length, the closing basis, and standard deviation is 2. That's the first indicator which I've added to my 3 minutes time frame on Nifty. The second indicator is the RSI, again the normal indicator, RSI 14. And the third thing that I'm going to use is RSI divergence. So now let me tell you what the strategy is. Essentially, we know that if the stock is below the lower Bollinger Band, so something like this, if the stock is below the lower Bollinger Band, there is high chance that the stock will go up. But when can we take the entry? If you see here, even here the stock came below the Bollinger Band, right? Even here the stock came below the Bollinger Band. So we should know the exact time to take the entry, and for that we are going to use the RSI divergence. So what we're trying to see here is, first step is we are looking for the stock to be below the Bollinger Band. Once that is true, we look for if we get a divergence. So you can see here clearly there's a divergence. The stock is still coming down. The stock is still coming down. We are doing it on a closing basis, but during the same time RSI is going up. So this is telling me, okay, there is a possibility of a reversal, and yes, the reversal did happen. But generally when I take a trade is I wait for a green candle. So I get a green candle like this. I will buy at the high and I will put the stop loss here. So this becomes my entry and this becomes my stop loss. And once I've taken the entry, I will put a target of 1:4. Yeah, the target in this is 1:4, because what I've seen is generally the movement is very quick and we can even get a target of 1:4 pretty easily. But in this case, you can see the market didn't go really up, and we will exit somewhere at the closing price because there was no time left. So this was almost like a break-even trade. Let's try to see one more example. Again, I'm showing you a buying entry. So as you can see, the stock was below the Bollinger Band, so our first condition is true. We've got the divergence also because the stock is still coming down, whereas the RSI is flat, so there's a divergence. So we're looking for a green candle. We've got a green candle also, so this is my green candle. So I will buy at the high and I will put the stop loss here. So it's a very small stop loss, and I'll put a 1:4 target, and you can see that we will achieve our target maybe in 30 minutes. So this was a good trade. Let's see one example on Bank Nifty also. Again, I've already marked the example. So you can see that again, the candle was below the Bollinger Band, lower band, and during the same time we are getting the divergence because stock is coming down and RSI is going up. So we are looking for a green candle. We've got the green candle. We'll buy at the high. We put the stop loss at the low, but again, because there was no time left, we'll exit somewhere at a very small profit or break even. Let's also see one example for the selling trade. For that, I'm showing you Adani Enterprises. Now since it's a selling trade, now the conditions will be reversed. So we are looking for a candle to close above the upper Bollinger Band, and we are looking for a bearish divergence to happen. So you can see here that the candle has closed above the Bollinger Band, and during the same time we are getting a divergence, a bearish divergence, because the stock is going up, whereas the RSI is coming down slightly, or maybe we can say sideways. High chance that it will come down. So we look for a red candle. We've got a red candle here. This is my red candle. So I will enter at the low. I will put the stop loss here, and we can easily get a 1:4 target in maybe half an hour again. And let's take one more example. Again, I'm showing you a selling example. All my conditions are true. My stock is above the upper band. I've got my bearish divergence because the stock is going up, whereas the RSI is coming down. I will wait for the red candle. This is my red candle. I will put an entry on the low. This is my selling entry with this as the stop loss with a 1:4 risk to reward. And again, my target gets hit. So generally you will notice it's a very good strategy because we are getting two confirmations that the stock can reverse. First confirmation is because of the Bollinger Band, and the second one is because of the divergence. And the third part, good part about the strategy is that the stop loss is really small. So with really small stop loss and the target of 1:4, even if we get an accuracy of 50%, this can be a really good strategy.